a special BB Ken 6 spoiler show where I will be, of course, joined with Amy to talk spoilers with all of you. So I don't know if I've been clear. Spoilers. You are going to be spoiled in this show. So if you don't want to know things before they air this week, you're not going to want to watch this show. But you're probably going to want to make it through the beginning because I do have exciting things to tell all of you. In the meantime, let me first let you know that you can see all of our shows back at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. You can check out Becca's blogs there, the spoiler graphics. Don't worry, the spoiler graphics are protected. You have to click them to see the spoilers. I get so many emails about that. You will not be spoiled by going to our BBCan page. You have to click to see the spoiler. If you want to watch us do these shows live, you can watch it now without any robot voice over on yourrealityrecaps.com/younow. Make sure you become a fan over there because the house guests are coming on now starting this week. And speaking of that, become a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron to get access to the patron-only group, prize giveaways just for patrons, and we're doing after shows again. You all loved after shows, so basically we'll be live here on You Now with the house guests. Then after the show, we go live in the patron group for one-on-one with the house guests, or we can talk more privately. Of course, that is also a great financial way to help support our shows. You can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. That will help Amy and myself get to Canada. Speaking of Amy, hi, Amy.
Hi!
Amy, people think that we're kidding. We need to get to Canada.
We do need to get to Canada.
Don't you want the backyard interviews?
I want to do the backyard interviews.
Don't you want to see Amy and I in the bathroom? Although I am up. I am not a stickler. If Amy wants a different room and doesn't want to be in the bathroom this year, I am open for other rooms.
I want to be in the bathroom, like in all the clouds and everything. My goodness.
It is. I kind of like it.
I think it's the best. I think it's the best room.
And live streaming from the finale party, which nobody else is. You guys need to get us to Canada. So consider becoming a patron, doing a one-time donation, or just thumbs up our shows on YouTube, and make sure you're subscribed there. Give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Share the shows. Those are free ways to help us too. But last time I checked, free and kisses don't fill the gas tank. 'Cause we're driving. Well,
we'll take the free support though as well.
No, we love the free support. You know what else? Speaking of free support, Amy, I just want to start. I know we're doing spoilers, but I just have to say something.
Sure.
Once again today, some people, I'm not going to say all the BB Can fans, but a majority of certain ones were all, Bimmer Canada didn't turn the feeds on. They hate us, and we saved your show, and we saved your show. And okay, now guess what happened? No, but here's why I don't ever want to hear this again, okay, Amy? When the feeds came back on, we were right at the part where we should have been. Victoria, having a meltdown. We'll get to that in a bit. But my point is, we didn't miss anything. That's just how long it takes them. So can everyone stop like, everyone acts like they're keeping stuff from us. They're not keeping stuff from us. They're just slow.
Well, they did other things as well than just the...
Yeah, they probably did the Wendy's thing. They probably played a Hasburger. My point is, everyone acts like they're keeping the secrets. No, they're not.
No, exactly. And some people just are a little entitled.
Just relax.
Just relax. Enjoy the feeds when they're up. And when they're down, go do other things.
You saved $5.95 this a month.
Right.
It is free, and you get what you pay for.
Yep. And what you need to do is just follow FeedsBot on Twitter. Right. And it will tweet you when the feeds come back up so you can go do other things.
It's so easy. You know who I follow, Amy? I follow Lindsay. She just sends me a DM when the feeds are back up. Because I can't have notifications on because I'm very popular. So my phone would be like, blah, 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 blah. So Lindsay just tells me when the feeds come back on.
What you do is you just turn your notifications off for other things and just have that one on.
It sounds real complicated.
And you as well. That's all I do.
Yeah, it sounds real complicated, Amy. So let's talk about this week's Big Brother because, oh my God, Amy. Well, we left off, people, I mean, I'm sure everybody does know, but let's talk about, we left off, we didn't even get to see who won HOH.
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot to catch up on.
Which, of course, was Erica.
Erica.
Now, were you surprised about another Erica win on a mental comp?
I was surprised because I didn't think that she really needed to win. She was in a pretty good place in the house. She didn't really have a reason to actually win. And I mean, her winning just basically just makes her out to be a comp beast, which people in the house are noticing.
So do you think it's ego driven? Like, why do you think she won then because she didn't, you're right, she didn't need to. So is it her ego, or you think she's just not even meaning to win and like, oops, shit, I won?
Nope, it's because she didn't want to be a have-not.
Oh, really? But lo and behold, well, more spoilers ahead, but lo and behold, it wasn't even a have-not week.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Womp womp Erica. I agree. Erica really is coming off as this big comp beast in this game. And she's really liked by everybody for it. She's in a weird position that most people are not. Usually winning comps equals everyone wants to target you. And I don't feel like Erica has a big target on her back for being very good in comps.
I think that she might. As it goes on, people are really going to be like, well, she has won a lot.
But in general, the tone of this season does not seem to be one that's we hate the comp beast. It also seems to be one where if an HOH puts you on the block and you're a nominee, you turn around and tell them how much you'll never put them on the block. I'm like, what? What is that? No, I get you're just saying it, but like, why? I
don't really understand.
You're just like a weird liar. Like, that's just like a weird lie to me in it. Okay, so were you at all surprised with Erica's nominees? Original nominees, which were, of course, Marin and Maddie.
No, because she had been saying that those were who she had been thinking of originally. She hadn't really voiced it too much, but they were the people that she wasn't really close with, so it doesn't really surprise me too much.
She said that they were the people farthest away from her game-wise. Like, those were the people who she felt like, just from a game standpoint, she did not have a huge relationship with. So it makes sense. But in also saying that, I kind of thought that Maddie was in like a mini side alliance with Erica, I thought. Wasn't she? Wasn't she part of something with, like, Erica and Johnny and... No?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was, like, a real thing.
Because Olivia and Allie are not at all on Maddie's side, correct?
Correct.
They're totally on Erica's side. But Erica would tell you that she wants Johnny over the both of them.
Correct.
It's very confusing. These alliances are very confusing.
It's a whole like web of there's not two distinct sides anymore. It's like the rooms have kind of interwoven.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's very weird. So in doing that, in putting up Marin, I think first, do you think that Hamza kind of took that as a personal attack to him? Because obviously he feels really close to Erica, and he's really close to... I'm sorry, I meant Marin. Did I say Maddie? I meant Marin.
No, you said Marin.
Okay.
But don't? No, I don't think so. Because...
Wow. Okay.
Like, he flat out told Erica, go ahead and put him up.
Right.
He doesn't take anything personally at all.
Well, he was basically begging Erica last night to save Marin.
Well.
He was basically hands and knees last night begging Erica to save Marin. And Erica is like, can you just trust me? She's like, trust the process. And he's like, that's what I said. And she's like, I know. Now get out of my room.
Well, he also thought that Marin going on the block meant that either he would win the veto, or that Hamza would win or would get drawn for the veto and would be able to pull him down.
Right.
Because, those guys are such comp beasts.
Of course they're such comp beasts. You know what I like about Big Brother Canada as well? They do a real good job of hiding from us what the comps are. Like, normally we could say, and the POV is this, and they did this, and we really don't know. We don't know what the comps are. They do a real good job of not talking about what the comps are that they're playing in. Yeah,
well, part of that, I think, is because they keep the feeds down long enough for them to
get it out of their system.
Yeah, to get all that chit chat out.
Or they're afraid to get in trouble.
Either or.
Because.
But like, we don't even see them in their costumes or anything.
No.
So
we've never seen them in a costume, have we?
No, not in their competition costumes. Like, they keep them off of the feeds down until they are completely changed. And
Rafe brings up a good point in the chat room. He says, and the comps are new and not recycled. That is a very good point. So far this season, we've had all new comps. We haven't had one.
Yeah.
We haven't had one old comp. Oh my God, does Canada do OTEV or no, they don't, right?
No, they don't at all.
Interesting. All they have is Marsha, which would be their reoccurring thing. That's right. Why don't I remember that? Okay, so I mean, I felt like Hamza. Yes, he says he can separate game and personal, but I really don't feel he's separating game and personal that much. I think he did take it a little personal when Erica went after Marin, but I think, and specifically because of this, so I mean, I feel like it's hard not to talk about the whole scope of it, but we'll go back to what led up to it. Of course, this morning, Erica removed Maddie from the block and renamed Veronica because Erica, again, won another comp. We'll go back in a minute. But what Marin was, what Hamza was saying earlier today was like, I feel like Erica put this all on me. She could have removed Marin and made my life easy. The fact that she removed Maddie was her specifically making this whole week all about me and making it really hard, like direct fire shots at me, which I thought was a funny approach for Hamza to take.
Yeah, well, and honestly, that's kind of the approach that a lot of the people campaigning to get Marin out have used, is because Marin is Hamza's number one at this point.
Right. And I don't know why either, by the way. Like, other than the fact that he just kind of hung around Hamza like a little puppy dog in the beginning, I don't really know why they're such great friends.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't either. Like, they don't really do anything. Like, no. Marin does nothing. Marin does nothing.
But he's so nice.
He is very nice. He does give some really insightful DRs. But I haven't really seen him do...
No, he does nothing in this game, but he's just like a really good human. I a lot of times feel really bad for him. Like, again, last night, Hamza tried to get him to talk shit about Maddie. He was like doing his hams and the cams. It was like, come on, say, like, everybody was trying to get him to say something bad, and he's like, no, I won't do it.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
I think that Marin is doing exactly what you should do in the first couple of weeks in this game, is you just don't make waves. You don't make waves. You just kind of blend in. You be nice. But he's kind of to the point now where he does need to start doing something, because otherwise people are going to be like, he's real expendable. We don't need him.
He needs to campaign a little bit. Even all day yesterday, Marin basically played pool all day until nighttime. He did nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas Maddie did her whole, I'm not campaigning, I just want to have a conversation. But I just want you to know that when we're having this conversation, I am totally not campaigning, because we agreed that today was the non-campaigning day. So I want you to know that I'm not campaigning, but I want to let you know all the reasons that I should stay over Marin in a non-campaigning way, because this is not a campaigning day.
Right.
And I was like, oh, God. And Maddie is her own worst enemy. Like, Maddie needs to stop talking sometimes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. She is like almost too smart.
She is. No social awareness.
Nope. She just absolutely talks too much and just kind of digs a hole for herself.
She literally said to Erica, she was like, you know, Erica, and she does it in like that voice where like she goes like this. She's like, you know, Erica, somebody like you who was safe last week and then protected the first week in heaven should really be careful about the moves that she makes. I'm like, you're on the block, Maddie. Maddie, you're on the block, and she is going to take you down, and you don't even know it if you would just stop talking, because you're going to piss her off. Like, if it was me, I would have been pissed off. And she was trying to tell Erica, like, she was trying to be supportive and say, people don't know what you can do because you've had a really easy road, meaning the rest of us haven't. So it's like, she just keeps, I'm like, you're just digging your hole. And Erica was not getting annoyed by any of it, which I thought was interesting. I thought for sure she would be annoyed by it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, you know, Erica being safe and everything, just to kind of, since you brought it up, one thing to just kind of note, and we can always come back to it. The DE is going to be the first time that Erica's actually going to be eligible for eviction.
Yeah.
This entire game.
First time she's eligible for eviction. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think anyone is going to take that shot at her?
No.
I think Veronica would 100%.
Veronica's not going to be there.
You know, I also said that. You know, Veronica today, when the feeds finally came back and we were all waiting for this fallout, and basically Veronica and Erica are hugging, crying over everything. I also agreed. Veronica kept saying, you have to save me Thursday and take me off the block. And I'm like, do you understand what happens on Thursday? The House votes, not Erica. So I don't understand why you're wasting your breath.
It can be a tie. Can be a tie.
Sure, I get that it is a week and we can have a tie. I get that, but it was just very weird. Like, I'm not sure if Veronica understands and whatever. But my point is, I agree with you. I wanted to say to her, the HOH, who is also the POV winner, took someone else off and put you up. If you don't see the big exit sign in front of your face, that's clearly what's happening. But really, she only needs to sway Dayla. Will is hands down, no question asked, voting for Veronica to stay. He could get Paris to do it. Hamza said he would be on board if Dayla's on board. And that's all the votes she needs. And they have the 5C alliance. So Dayla, but here's the thing. I also heard Kayla upstairs today say, after this, she's like, yeah, I know we have 5C, but what you don't know is I had an alliance with Erica beforehand, so I don't think Dayla is honoring it at all.
Yeah, well, I think what this week is really going to come down to is kind of a little bit of a clash of the titans, because you have Johnny, who is kind of engineering getting Marin out, and he's trying to do it in a way that's not going to jeopardize his game. So he's trying to be real sly about it. So far, he's not being real sly about it. And then you also have Erica, who at this point still really wants Veronica out. And it's a matter of which one's going to end up winning. But Erica and Johnny still think that they're kind of working together, which is really funny at the same time.
Well, I'll put a little. I'll throw a wrench in that plan too. But Maximus' mom says Paris and Maddie just mentioned moments ago they don't want to play Erica's game. They're thinking about keeping Veronica.
Well,
But again, it doesn't matter. They need six. They need six.
Yeah,
or
they would.
it's a
They would
tie.
need six. They would need six, or it's a tie.
So they need Kayla and Derek. They need them to make it happen. Now here's the thing. Last night in the HOH room, Erica told Johnny what the plan is. Johnny did not tell Veronica what the plan is. And they kind of made this pact like two gay people have never made it to the final two together. Erica told Erica told Johnny, I want it to be us. You know, I don't care. I care about you over Olivia and Allie, all of that. But then today, after the POV ceremony, Johnny was crying with Veronica. And he then went, like, you know, consoling her and everything. Then afterwards, he went to Erica and was like, the first thing he said when he walked in that HOH room was, I hope I didn't make you look bad by me consoling Veronica. And then Erica was like, oh, no, you didn't, blah, blah. Then they started talking a little bit more. And Erica goes, so did I tell you what Veronica said about me? And now the catalyst for Erica using the POV to put up Veronica was Kayla told Erica that Veronica said Erica doesn't want to make any waves in this game and she doesn't have the guts to use the POV.
Nope, she had already made up her mind before Kayla said that.
I know she made up her mind before Kayla said that, but that was what she's using. That is what she's been telling everybody last night and today. Like, she's repeating that Kayla story. So then Johnny says to her, wait, did Kayla know that you were using the POV? And Erica said no. So Erica lied to Johnny because she most certainly did it. And the fact that she lied to Johnny was me going, oh, crap, then you're really not more loyal to Johnny. I want her to be more loyal to Johnny, but I think it's clear she is more loyal to the girls. She's more loyal to Olivia and Allie and Kayla.
Interesting.
So I was like, I can't believe she's not going to want to keep Johnny. She is going to cut Johnny if it comes down to it.
Yeah,
Rafe says Johnny to take Eric out. I don't think Johnny would make that move. I don't think Johnny would make the move against Erica. I think he would support it.
I think he might, actually, because I think it was either yesterday or the day before. He was talking to the cameras and saying how he's just been like playing nice and trying to play under the radar and being like really nice to everybody. But he's just kind of waiting until he can basically start slitting throats and
Here's the thing, though. And maybe this is just me being a fellow gay along with Johnny. I think... And I feel like I would play Big Brother the exact same way that Johnny is playing Big Brother. However, I don't think that I would split the throat of another gay person. And now maybe that's American and not Canadian. Like, in other words, I feel like in America, us gay people need to stick together. Maybe in Canada, the gay people don't need to stick together. You all love everyone equally. I just think I can see Johnny supporting the throat splitting of Erica. Like, I'll do the vote to get her out. I don't see Johnny being the person like, I want HOH, I'm taking out the other gay person in the house. I don't see him doing that. And maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to building your resume,
there's plenty of other big people to take out.
Nope. At this point, Erica is the biggest player.
I think you could argue Hamza is just as big.
No, Hamza's just a wild card,
Well, that's
and
true. He is a wild card.
that's all he is.
So you think that's all it takes to win at this point? You just take Erica out, you win the game?
I would say at this point, you take Erica out, you are by far the front runner.
And
but I don't,
the biggest target.
Yep, but I don't think anyone's going to make the move yet.
Which
is why I think she's going to be safe for the double.
I think she is 100% safe for the double.
Mm-hmm.
I think people that are in jeopardy going into the double are people like Ryan, Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
I think is probably in danger. I think probably Ryan is in the most danger going into the double.
Well,
but go ahead. I know.
I was going to say, speaking of Ryan, the thing that like really bothers me of why people want to get Ryan out is because they don't want to be in jury with him.
But like, that's also the reason they want him to stay.
Well, like there is a contingent of people who just want him out because they don't want to be in jury with him. But here's my thing. If you are worrying about who you're going to be in jury with, you're not playing to win.
Correct.
Why are you worrying about who's going to be in the jury house with you?
I agree.
Like,
agree.
You should be thinking about who you want on your jury, and who you don't want in the jury.
Correct, which is why I think the people who said we want Ryan in jury were playing smart, because they were saying he's a logical player, he's not going to vote emotionally. So people who were saying that were very smart. What I hear so much on the feeds this season, and I swear I have heard this from everyone, so like no one is innocent, everyone's like, we'll talk about it in jury. We'll go over that in jury. When we're in jury, we'll discuss this. Last night, Erica and Dayla were all talking about how in jury, with Paris, they're going to talk about these restaurants and where they can eat and all this cool stuff. I'm like, so you're playing for jury? Like, are you just, like, do you realize you're literally saying, I'm not winning this game? Like, you're basically just going, I'm not winning this game. So is that strategic on your part? Like, are you doing it in a group setting to not make it look like there's a target on your back? Or do you legitimately just think, jury's good enough?
Well, I think some of them may. I think some of them may be thinking, okay, like Paris. I try to give Paris the benefit of the doubt, because I think that she is intentionally trying to make herself look more stupid.
Yeah.
And so I think that what she's trying to do is make it seem like, okay, I'm not playing real hard, even though everybody knows she is.
Right. 100%.
And Maddie may have been doing that at some point, but that kind of had to change this week.
But it didn't. She's still playing just until a moment ago. She was playing pretty hard until she was POV'd.
Yeah. But I think that when they are sitting here talking about, okay, I just want to get to jury or things like that. I'm not a big threat. Type of statement.
Crystal B in the chat room says, Paris is messy. I want her gone. I have to say, I agree with Amy here. I don't know how to feel about Paris. We haven't gotten a ton of Paris DRs. We don't really know what Paris's true intention is. Now, granted, last week she was like bouncing all over the place, desperately trying to save Jesse. So I feel like that kind of showed her true intentions more than anything else. But like now, I have no clue where her real head is at. I mean, sometimes she surprises me. I saw her in great conversations with Olivia and Allie today, where I was like, oh, wow, maybe Paris is going to fall in with Olivia and Allie and Erica, and that could end up being amazing if she's being honest here. Or is she just getting information for Will and Hamza and those people? Like, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, I think at this point she's just trying to regroup after losing Jesse, because she realized that like her game was tanking because of Jesse, and that's why she had to basically let him go.
Right.
So at this point, I don't even think she really knows where she stands in the house.
She does. You know what? Can I just pause for 1 minute?
Sure.
Do you know what was great about the first 30 minutes of this show, Amy?
What?
I did not get sidetracked 19 times at robot voice, and I was actually able to hold a strategic dialogue because I didn't have to stop 15 times for robot voice.
So happy.
I just want to interject to anybody watching this show back. We have a new computer, and we've solved a lot of our technical issues. So, welcome back. Everything should be great from here on in now. Welcome back.
It's amazing. It's
so amazing that I have to stop 19 times. Okay, so what I would like to see, I have to say this. Well, first of all, how do they know it's double eviction? Because everyone knows it's double eviction. And I realized they kind of were saying that last week.
They're just expecting it to be because, last week Hamza was saying, it's going to be a double eviction. It's going to be a double eviction. And it's just, they know that double evictions are around this time. So they're expecting it to be, to either be this week or next week. But yeah, they think Crystal B says the no have-nots gave it away. So they're figuring because there's no have-nots, they want them to be strong for the double eviction.
Exactly. Except, womp womp, when the feeds came back today, we learned something else. The whole house is on slop. They're all being punished.
They are being punished, and some of them are real upset about it.
Well, first of all, Hamza and Veronica do not get up in the morning. Literally 2 days ago, they called Hamza 4 times. And then I never even heard the warning before, when the warning was literally, get up now, Hamza, or face the consequences. And he rolled back over.
Yeah.
And went back to bed.
We've heard that. We heard that last year.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
I don't remember who it was, but there was somebody last year that would not get out of bed. And the whole house got put on slop because of that and Karen swearing. And
well, here's the thing, Amy. Lala Muggs brings up a great point. Weren't they also punished last year this time with have-nots?
Yep.
Yes. As a matter of fact, we looked back on this. Allison XOXO Feedsters checked it out earlier today, and oddly enough, the week before jury starts every year, the whole house gets punished.
Magic!
Every season, the house has been punished the week leading into jury. So it's kind of like they're, I don't know, trying to shake the people up like I thought that was very interesting. I was like, wow, that is a fun fact. They always do it. So were they really being bad, or is this just some psychologist in Canada went, this is the time when they usually start losing focus. You need to remind them by a house punishment. And when the hell is that Tomb Power coming out?
Probably not for a while still.
I want it to be a buyback.
Why would it come out this early?
No, it wouldn't. But I'm gonna guess like final 7 or 9. I want it to be final 7. And I want it to be a jury buyback, and I want them to come back in via the tomb.
No, it's not going to be a jury buyback at all.
You don't think so?
No, it's going to be something like a coup d'etat.
Oh, God, I hope not. Even if it's a coup d'etat, these people are all fine with each other. This is why this season is weird to me. Even in Hamza doing what he was, did last week and shocking Jesse, even what Erica did today by putting up Veronica, you would think that these are things that are going to blow up the house and cause such shock and anger and drawn lines and enemies. And they're all just like, oh, okay, that's okay.
Give it time.
Well, I mean, how much time do we need? The season's half over.
Well,
it's basically half over.
No, it's not half over yet. We're in week 4. It's going to be like 10 weeks. It's almost half over. But there's a lot more evictions. There's a lot more backstabbing. There's a lot more stuff that's going to happen.
I'm ready for
it. They have only been away from their families for like 5 weeks at this point. There's a lot more time for them to start losing it.
My point is, I wanted feed Fallout today, and the feeds came back on, and Erica and Veronica are crying and hugging each other on the pool table. I'm like, what is going on? Every time there's a big move, everybody just kumbayas through it.
Well, I'm still saying, give it time. There's gonna be some blowouts.
Well,
sure.
There better be some blowouts. My ideal triple: Kalia, Derek, Paris. Me too. Derek just needs to go. I'm sorry, because I can't handle his grooming.
Well, and he's real boring too.
I don't care about the boring.
He's kind of like a fun sponge. Like,
he's a fun sponge. He was a recruit. We found out on the feeds the other day that he didn't even know he was coming on the show until like 3 days before. He was booked on, his family even tweeted out under his account that he was booked on a family vacation. But I just can't get past anybody that like lets their arm hair grow so long that you can braid it, but then shaves their chest and the rest of their body. You look like a freaky Sasquatch, and I don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of people who had been on vacation before they came into the house, did you hear Veronica talking to Will about...
Go ahead. Yes.
About how she had been on vacation right before she came into the house, and how then she was talking about how she saw Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Yeah. And called her... Said that she was kind of thick and looked scared, and
maybe fat is just a trigger word for me these days.
Yeah.
Yes, she was talking to Will and said, I was in a room with the 2 other people, and the girl was thick, and
when I saw her, I knew for sure I was getting into the house.
And she was like, I was listening to music, and I was rocking out listening to the music, and I looked at her, and she looked scared shitless. She looked like a big, fat, scared shitless person.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, girl. You are not liked already.
Yeah.
You're about to get real not liked.
Yeah.
She's evil. I'm telling you. I heard her on the feeds the other day. She was like, this is why editing is so amazing. If you don't understand the power of editing, Veronica being on that show speaks to the power of editing, and that B-roll package that they shoved down Canada's throat, because they made her look like the angel, and she is not an angel. She is evil.
She absolutely got the biggest favor by being cast as the heavenly guest.
100%.
Because, oh my goodness,
She literally said in the backyard the other day, she was like, I wasn't the bully in high school, but all my friends were the bullies, and I loved backing them up. I was like, you sound like a real angel.
Yeah.
You sound like a real winner.
We knew that, like, right away on night 1 of the feeds, that she definitely was no angel.
She's trashy. I don't like her. Oh my God. Does anybody remember? Oh, somebody had the best acronym for plur.
Probably leaving under restraints.
Probably leaving under restraints. I forget. If you're in the chat room. Oh, that was Debbie Dawn? Okay, so Debbie Dawn came up with what plur actually means is probably leaving under restraints. And I thought it was hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Because it's probably true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
It's probably true.
I think, yes. I mean, she's already crying. She was crying pretty much uncontrollably from just being nominated. So
here's the thing what I have a problem with. Apparently before here's why Erica was crying. So basically, Erica broke down with Veronica today because she was like, I know your story. So apparently Veronica's story is how in her life people keep leaving her. People keep abandoning her. She's always left alone. And Erica wanted to make sure that Veronica knew this is not me abandoning you. I don't want to be like everyone else in your life and blah, 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 blah. And here's the thing. I don't buy Veronica's story. I don't buy your story.
Even if you do buy it.
It's personal, and this is game.
This is game. This is game, and she shouldn't have thrown the stupid hinky vote and then lied to everybody even after she was caught for it.
She runs her mouth too much. That is why she's in the position she is. This is what annoyed me about her crying to Erica, being like, give me a chance. Let me show you what I can do. She doesn't need to give you a chance. She knows what you're capable of. Talking shit about her behind her back to every single person in the house. And it all went back to her because you are a horrible game player. That's why you're in this position, because you are a horrible, shit-stirring game player.
Yep.
That's it. That's it for her. So Safi says, is this the part of the programming V has to do these things to win prizes? No, she doesn't have any power.
Nope.
There is no power for these returning players. There is no nothing. I do love, and clearly Hamza did not watch BB19 or Celebrity Big Brother here, or even kind of Big Brother 18. You don't play the interview games in the house. You always end up getting in trouble when you play the interview games.
Oh, man.
It's going to get him in trouble. Because sure enough, he played the game, and what was one of the first questions Will said last night, Will said to Marin and Veronica, Victoria. Oh my God, why do I want to say Veronica? Victoria V. I'm going with the V. Veronica, whatever. So not important to me. He said, "Tell us about what special power you guys got." And I was like, "Here we go." Here we go. This is going to be like, I don't want to play the games. And then, like, Hamza just needs to stop also. Like, I got into an argument with, not an argument, but somebody, like, wanted to fight with me on Twitter yesterday about this because I said, Hamza thinks he can burn every bridge, ruin every relationship, and torch his way to the end and win. And then people are like, don't you know what Evil Dick did? Don't you know what Will Kirby did? And I was like, yeah, I know what they did 10 to 15 years ago.
Right.
That gameplay does not work anymore. Tell me a jury that has rewarded that in the past 10 years. None of them. Zero of them. Which is why they'll never play again. Because they know they can't win this game again. It's a different... Big Brother has changed completely. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's different. It's what it is now. You have to send people out of the house wanting you to win. You cannot send people out of the house hating you and think they're going to go, here's a whole shit ton of money.
Exactly.
I hate you, but oh, I hope you have a great life.
Yeah.
Don't work that way anymore in Big Brother.
No, it's true. And yeah, Nicole in the chat room says it's a fake popularity contest now, and that's what it is.
It is. That's exactly what it is. Johnny called her a B today, says BB Boston. Yeah, I love how Johnny won't curse. Well, they are also afraid of being punished, so now they just use initials for their curses. Like, she's the real B. Oh, he's an F face. Hey, D-head.
That's
Which I think it's clever and more funny, and I wish they would all just walk around the house and do it.
Yeah, they absolutely should.
And I mean, I do have to say, I am, as much as I do not like V, as much as... No, I am not a fan of her. I really did think that when the feeds came on, she was going to be torching that house down, destroying all the food. Like, I thought she was going to go into some bipolar meltdown. And she is handling it pretty well. Like, it did surprise me how she's handling it.
I think that we might still see... I think we'll still see some things. Because as of right now... I don't think she realizes that she's got a pretty good chance of going home. I think that she's under the impression that, okay, yeah, even though I'm on the block, I'm still gonna stay.
Crystal says Veronica is another Dre, always threatening to turn up. Yeah. Like, anytime anybody in that house ever goes, I'm gonna do an Ika Wong, I'm like, oh God, why?
Yeah.
You don't see me up here going, I'm gonna do a Ryan Seacrest hosting job. What? No.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
No,
you don't.
be
Why?
yourself.
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself. Just
stop trying to align yourself with huge people that have done shit better than you, and then that's what you're getting compared against. Mm-hmm. I'm up here doing the homeless man on the street corner hosting. I hope I'm a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Just compared to that. There is only one icon. There is. What?
I was going to say one other thing that I want to touch on is all of the pranks that have been happening this week.
Go ahead.
And it's like, I have a feeling that the pranks are going to just keep escalating because it first started off with after the last game night, the people, instead of it being the entire house, Erica had to pick people to go play games.
Well, Hamza wasn't the first game night. Hamza, because
I'm talking about the pranks. So it was actually multiple people that pranked. Hamza just did the worst part of the prank.
Okay, go ahead.
So Erica picked a bunch of people to go play games.
Right.
And the people who didn't get picked decided to prank everybody else who was in the game night.
But pause for 1 second, because the first time they did that under Hamza's HOH, it got them airtime, and then they showed it to the house.
Right.
So go ahead.
Okay. Yes. So I know it was Hamza, Veronica, I think Kayla. I don't remember who the fourth person was, though.
Did you say Veronica?
Yes.
Veronica, Hamza.
Yeah, it was Kayla and somebody else. But they
probably
were
Derek.
Yeah, maybe Derek. But they tied up. Oh, Paris.
Oh, right. Paris. It was Paris. Yes.
But they.
Thank you, Laura. Go ahead.
Tied up Maddie's
scarves.
They put saran wrap on a bunch of stuff. They were kind of funny things. And then Hamza went and put cereal in everybody's beds.
Yeah. What kind of cereal?
Shreddies.
Shreddies. I loved listening to people get angry about Shreddies. I love watching people go, I can't believe that you put Shreddies in my bed. Like the second you said Shreddies, I laughed every time. Anytime people got mad and then said the word Shreddies, it would crack me up. But go ahead.
Yep. And so then ever since then, it's basically been people trying to just prank each other back since then.
Yes. But the fallout from it with Ryan, for one.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, Ryan went off about it.
Are you on Ryan's side with it?
I am on Ryan's side.
I am too now.
He was upset about the cereal. The rest of it he was not upset about, but he was upset about the cereal in his bed, which I would have been upset about as well, because they run out of food normally.
Right.
And then they go and waste all the food. And Hamza's just like, oh, it's no big deal. Whatever. It's just a prank. Yeah.
So do you think, here's the point. The house now knows their original pranks, the tinfoiling, everything in that room, made it to television, and clearly Big Brother is enforcing it because Big Brother showed them that it made it onto television. So clearly Big Brother must love the pranks now.
Yeah,
so I agree with you. They want those pranks continuing.
Yep. But so, yeah, now we have basically a prank war going back and forth, and Hamza is at the center of all of it. And I have a feeling that this is going to be actually what ends up being Hamza's downfall, is this whole pranking thing. Oh, yeah. People are going to get real annoyed by it eventually. He's going to do something that just goes over the top, and people will be like, okay, that was too far.
I think the only person that gets really annoyed by it is Ryan, and at the moment, Ryan is still close enough to Hamza where I don't think that's going to be that big of an issue. It could be. It definitely could be.
I think that they will, he seems to not quite, No boundaries.
No, Hamza just wants to. Hamza's insane.
Hmm.
Hamza, I don't think, actually knows what he wants to do from 1 minute to the next minute.
Right.
I think he has a thought, and you can he literally, whoever he's talking to, he goes along with the person he's talking to. And I don't even really know if he's going along because he believes it and is going to do it or not, or like I really don't know sometimes.
Yeah. No, and I definitely agree. I think that he's very easily influenced.
I forget who just asked in the chat room what the status of the house is for you guys in this show. I will say it one more time quickly. Erica is HOH and one POV. She originally nominated Marin and Maddie, but she POV'd Maddie today and re-nommed Maddie with Veronica. So those are your current stats for those of you that are watching here live. Everyone else knows they're over there. They're over there on the playback. But I know you guys don't get to see them. Yeah, you can easily infiltrate Hamza's mind. Kathleen P says, I think Hamza can't win the game, so is going to be remembered for his big moves, pranks, and volunteering to go on the block. And honestly, here is my thing. I have always said this, but I feel it is very specific to BBUS that always brings back returning players. I think if you are ever cast on a season of Big Brother and there is a returning player, you have zero chance to win. Your best move is to become the biggest, most memorable character outside of that returning player to guarantee yourself a chance to play the game again. That's just kind of how I feel in an American season of Big Brother. You attach yourself to the returning player, you try and weaponize that twist, but you are not winning if there's a returning player. You're just really not.
Right, but there's no returning players.
No, so
this
in a season like this now with Canada, when there is no returning players, I think you have to look at yourself and assess the game and go, do I really have a chance to win against this house of people? Like Ryan has no chance to win against his house of people. I see zero way that Ryan wins this game. So if I am now in Ryan's position, my goal, if I love Big Brother, would be to try and become the biggest character that I can be, to make the biggest name for myself so that I am remembered by fans, so that they're going to want to bring me back to give me another shot at this game. So is that what Hamza's doing? I don't know. I think Hamza had a good chance if he wasn't playing sporadically, just shooting in the air.
Yeah, and I think that, like, Hamza absolutely and, like, still could turn his game around.
I agree.
But at this point, he's just too worried about being remembered. And he said he wants to be a memorable character. Like, he wants to be remembered. That's what he wants to do.
Crystal B says, except Ryan isn't doing that. He's just being annoying. Look, I said Ryan has two modes. He has Ryan, which is not semi-intelligent, very intelligent in this game, and what he's saying is interesting. And then the other mode is wet fart noise. And most of the time, he's just wet fart noise to me. Like, he talks, and I can't stand listening to him.
There's sometimes slightly gross or...
Oh, do you mean like today when he was talking about how he wants to trim his beard but doesn't think Big Brother will let him, and how he tastes his beard and how hair tastes and how his beard is his thing, and he just went on and on about his beard and how it tastes for 20 minutes.
Nope.
And of course, like, I'm across the room and I can't switch the feeds and I'm like, oh my God.
That's when you just take your headphones out.
I mean, and I do feel for him because, look, I am his age. I don't know what it would, but I look much better. I mean, you didn't say, but I look much better.
You look much better.
Thank you.
And much younger.
Thank you, Amy. That's so true. So anyway, I'm his age. I don't know how I would relate with a lot of people in that house either. But he doesn't even try. Like, he doesn't even try and relate to these people. Like, and and this is why Maddie has been mad at him and other people have been mad at him. The past 2 days, he's been kind of saying, like, I'm okay to go home. You know, I don't
Well,
want to be away from my family, and don't put me in jury first, because if you put me in jury first, then I'm not getting paychecks and I have to wait the whole rest of this time period before I get to see my family. I would rather you just send me out in the double and let me go be with my family and make more money at my job. Then go. Then go now. Then just stand up on double eviction and go, I don't see a way I can win this game. I'm ready to go home.
yeah. I mean, I think I I'm also wondering if part of that is a
Strategy?
strategy.
Ugh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Again, can we have more DRs? We don't need like 20 minutes on Twister. Can I just have some more DRs so I can understand what these people are thinking? Or, fine, if you don't, I get it. You can't put it in the show. You need to make your sponsors happy. Can we have like a section on the website that'll get people to your website? Like
Yeah.
more DRs on the website. Like, I don't know what any of these people are truly thinking except Maddie, who talks to us.
Yeah, I would love to see. I wish that these people would just talk to the cameras.
Yeah,
more.
only Maddie is. And Ryan, for being a self-proclaimed super
He's
fan.
not. He's not a feed watcher.
Well, clearly.
He has said that's why his HOH week was such a train wreck. He never watched feeds. He had never seen what people actually do when they're HOH and how they talk to people.
Well, there you go. That explains everything then. Yeah. Max, his mom says, this is one of the strangest seasons I've ever seen. And I saw someone else, I think Laura asked, do you think this will be the last season of Big Brother? I don't know. Amy says ratings are up this year, right? So, I mean, if Amy ratings are up, I guess that's good.
They are up from last year. I don't know if they're necessarily strong enough for there to be another season. We'll wait and see.
I'm treating it like it's the last season and enjoying it. That's why I'm not like flipping out about the feeds being down and stuff. I'm treating it like this might be our last season of Big Brother, so I am enjoying it now.
Exactly. That's why I'm not sitting here complaining about any of it.
Yeah.
Take it all, because this may be the last season, and we don't, I don't want to sit here and just spend it griping.
And not for nothing, but if I was the production team and my show was on the fence and I see that no matter what I do, everyone on social media just complains about it, and then someone comes back to me and is like, so do we give it another shot or not? I would be like, why bother? To have another season of everybody complain nonstop and act like they're building these sets?
Well, see, also, you do have to remember that the people who actually watch feeds are a very small percentage.
I know, but don't tell them that, because they not want to hear that.
They know that.
They act like they don't know that. That was the problem. We are such a small percentage, and people don't believe it. Like, people want to think that we want to believe that we can save that show and sway a vote and do. And I think we largely influence some things, but we are by no means the people controlling these shows.
If we controlled it, then Kirsten would have been in the house.
If we controlled it, the feeds would go on when we lose our minds. We're not controlling it.
Right.
It is advertisers controlling it. It is the general public watching the show on their boxes. What is that called when the TV ratings, when people know what you're watching?
Oh, I don't know what it's called in Canada.
I don't know what it's called in Canada either, but that's what's controlling it. We're not controlling it, so just enjoy it.
Yeah,
just enjoy it. I mean, I'm just saying, I know how I feel when I want to go like do a show and people are like, Nielsen, thank you.
It's not Nielsen's.
It's not Nielsen's in Canada.
Nope, it's something else.
We'll show my mouth. By the way, total side note: when is it on tonight? Not for another hour,
9
right?
o'clock.
Okay, good. We have another.
Not at 9.
Kirsten didn't get in because there was so many people on Tumblr against Rabbit says. I really don't think that's.
I don't believe that at all.
And I mean, and Tumblr is going to be your social media. What about MySpace too? Was MySpace against that?
I can tell you why Kirsten got in, or why Kirsten didn't get in. It's because she was the
devil.
Devil.
Yes. And the general public that are voting, there is currently the climate of our world is that there is enough devils amongst us everywhere. I don't want to watch another one on my TV. That is where we're at. And that is why that edit influenced what happened to Kirsten. And by the way, she'll be on this week, so make sure that you fan us right here so you're alerted when she comes on. And I will ask her, obviously, all of your guys' questions, but one of them I will ask her is, did you have a choice to be the devil or the angel? And how do you feel about being the devil? Do you feel that contributed to you being in the situation you're in? Because I think it did.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair.
I think that's a great question.
She seemed like a Meech wannabe, says Denise. Well, we'll find out when she's on. See what you think then. They the public played themselves. Yeah. They never know. So do you think, Amy, that there is any way going forward, like going in to Thursday night's double eviction, is there any way that you see Veronica can save herself?
I don't think that Veronica can save herself.
Okay.
I think that there is a chance that Johnny might be able to...
Not enough.
Save her. There is a chance because...
Johnny, then I'm going to assume you're going to throw in with Johnny, Paris, and Will, so that's 3.
Well, what I was going to say is because last week, Johnny's the one who got Jesse, the whole ball rolling on Jesse going out.
Sure.
And that was all Johnny.
Not according to the edit.
Well, of course not according to the edit, which is why Global made a shady tweet about the edits.
I love how Global does shit and then also shits on their own shit.
Yeah, Global's amazing.
Global pretty much is amazing.
Yeah. But I think Lori Kay has a great point. If Veronica doesn't go, and it's because of Johnny, it's going to ruin his own game.
Oh, you
because
think?
It's going to be putting his neck out too much.
Oh, but if she stays, I think she went look, if I was production and I wanted to shake up the show and I knew somehow Veronica was staying, I would try and figure out a way to make, I do not believe in any way that Big Brother Canada manipulates comps in the way that I think Big Brother US outright manipulates shit. But I think there are definitely an order of comps that they can say, let's do a comp that is not so physical or favors a smarter person or favors a more physical person. And I could see them putting in a comp that would be perhaps better for Veronica to win in order to shake things up. No?
Right. Well, yes, but you're saying that she's going to stay though?
If she stays. I'm saying
if she stays.
If I was production and I knew that the house flips enough in the next phase.
Like they might just randomly flip-flop a HOH and a POV in a double eviction they've may have done in the past.
Right. Oh, 100%. Jacob says, who's sitting next to anyone else except for Mary and Veronica wouldn't win. Maybe. She had that look on her face, so she made me want to smack her. I don't know who you mean. Yeah, I think it's going to be, I don't know. I just have a feeling. I know we all think Veronica's going. I'm afraid that production knows losing Veronica equals losing the only adjutant. Is that a word?
Agitator.
Agitator in the house. She is constantly the one annoying everyone. She's constantly the one causing problems. She's causing a split in the house. Once you remove her, you've removed a large chunk of the drama in the house. And I don't know that if I'm production and I'm making a television show, I would not want the largest thing in the house removed.
Right. Well, and I think that they're going to maybe ask some questions to people and say, well, Veronica is a big target if she goes.
Right.
Who's going to be the next biggest target? Is it going to be you?
Right. And I think a lot of those people would say no, but the people who should be listening to that are Kayla, Derek, Hamza.
Erica.
Well, Erica has tiebreaker vote. Do you think that Hamza will vote for his game and not personally? Meaning, game would be to vote out Marin. Personal.
He's already said that he will. He can't vote against Marin.
Well, I also heard him say he would do it if.
I don't know what's going on.
Come back. There you go.
There we go.
Well, I think that says it all. Production is already messing with Amy. Production has already decided to silence Amy. Yeah, I think he specifically said earlier to Veronica, if you get those votes, I will vote based on what's better for my game, which is voting Marin out. But Hamza is very annoyed, and he's like, look, here's the deal. We're supposed to have this 5C alliance, but Dayla is telling you it's all on me and what I'm going to do. That's not the way an alliance works. We're in an alliance. They should be down to give you the votes no matter what. So the fact that they're playing that shady shit makes me think they're not voting for you, so then I'm not voting against Marin either. But I agree with you. I don't think production wants her to go, so I think it will be interesting to see if anybody starts having some great epiphanies this week. Mm-hmm. We will see. Now, I wanted to, before we wrap up this show, obviously I wanted to remind everybody, make sure you become a fan here on You Now, because like I said, Kirsten's going to be coming on this week, Jesse's going to be coming on this week. And then, of course, we have phone and exit interviews and all of that. You will get alerted if you become a fan here on You Now. And, of course, we will have the shows after the fact on our website at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan, where you can watch our shows back, read Becca's blogs. But what I wanted you to talk about for a second, Amy, is you guys all playing in the trash draft. Don't forget, Amy is tweeting out the trash draft polls at the end of the Now, is it at the end of Thursday's episode or all the episodes? Okay,
no,
just Thursday.
It's only at the end of Thursday's episode.
Okay.
Yep. And it's for the Hefty Award.
So make sure you are following Amy at Dancing Amy so that you guys can vote in the trash draft polls at the end of each week to help your guys in the trash draft.
Yep. And also, don't forget to tweet me if you are doing the trash draft. Don't forget to tweet me if you see anything that is points worthy. I have been getting tweets from some of you, and it is very helpful because I cannot watch the feeds 24/7. So thank you to those of you who have been helping.
Just tweet Amy and make sure you use hashtag trash draft and let her know who's doing trashy things to get the trash draft points. Denise B says, I tweeted you today. Sherry Blackberry says, Amy's tweets don't show up in my timeline. Stupid Twitter. Looks like Sherry Blackberry muted you and forgot. Ooh, shady. Leslie says, I'm 6th in the trash draft. Well, oh wait, I also saw we have late breaking news. Cami Forever in the chat room says, Hamza is currently spilling the tea to Marin right now. Well, I don't know what tea he has to spill to Marin. He doesn't really have a lot of tea. I also very lastly want to make sure that you guys all know yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron only Facebook group, prize giveaways just for patron, and of course the after shows. If you want to have after show with Kirsten, after show with Jesse this week, you need to become a patron. You get all the benefits, plus you help financially support our shows, as well as yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, help Amy and I get to Canada at the end of the season to support and bring you, I don't mean support, I mean bring you guys all of that live streaming stuff. Amy, where can the people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at DancinAmy, DancinAmy.
All right, everybody. Amy and I will see you guys later on the next spoiler show. We will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.